Hello, hello. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna get into. We are going to actually do a 1 month review of Zenless Zone Zero. So yeah, I've been playing the game for a while, and I gotta say I am thoroughly pleased and impressed with what they came out with. Now, remember, this game it took it some time to get out, but when it came out strong. And so, what I'm going to do today is just pretty much go over some of what I think of the pros and cons of the game. Again, this is just my opinion, not to be taken serious. But if you do and you do agree, then you can always follow me. But that's neither here nor there. But yes, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all watching, and thank y'all for hanging there with me. So, overall, the game is great. Like, it has a lot of action to it, and the fighting system itself is crazy. So when you look at the game at first, it's a lot going on. To me, it gives it like a persona vibe, where you're like an average person. You have a video store, you're taking over, and by night, you're pretty much the guy that goes around saving people as a proxy. Crazy, right? And so with that, like, you have different elements to it. You have some moments where you're doing missions where you're doing straight combat, and then you have some missions where you're breaking the internet, going through hacking things, trying to save people within the hollow. Overall, it's crazy. Story wise, I can't tell you because I've been so fixated on the action that it's very easy to get yourself lost in the story. Like right now, I'm in a area where it's like haunted and all of that. Crazy. That's chapter 3, by the way. Spoilers. So, getting into it, the pros. Like I said, the fighting style. Each character is so unique and you can combine them in different ways. Of course, there are teams that you can build that will make it a lot easier for you. But nevertheless, even the lower units are still just as good. This gets into the next point. This is a gotcha game. So, you do have to pull for your characters. Some are given, some are not. One thing I will say is that the pooling system is very unique. The units themselves, they're rank A or higher. The units that you get, like the spears for them, is rank B. So you're going to get a lot of spears. And those spears can be merged into each other to make them better. Always a plus. And honestly, I just love that aspect of it because it keeps you on your toes. So I think you feel like, maybe you'll get a unit, maybe you just get the spear for the unit. You never know. And then it has a separate one where you can do 300 pulls and get a unit of your choice. That's just, random pulls. Again, you're never guaranteed unless you get to the 300 that you can pick it out. And speaking with the spears, each person has their own unique spear for their character. They help buff them. Like, some are stun units that they can stun them, and you get your attack units in there, go pop, 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 pop. And just you also get defense where you can go in there and get them like, oh, you're taking too much damage? Bad. I'm gonna block it. I'm gonna take this. You ain't gotta worry about it. And then I'm gonna counter you on top of that. So that's a plus for me. Another plus is the music. Like, I'm literally listening to it right now while I'm recording this, and I gotta say, like, the music is phenomenal, top tier. Like, it has a little bit of like a synth pop style to it, almost electronica, and it just gets you going. It keeps you enthralled and immersed in the action, and it's chef's kiss. The final pro that I will say about this game is that it's real easy to look at. Like, it, of course, it's a little bit cell shaded, and I like the art style because I've played a lot of Borderlands and I saw that style a lot. But this is really good. Like, the characters are all unique with how they have like Victoria housekeeping, all like maids and servants. Then you have some that are like freaking road dogs, and you have Billy. Need I say more? So yeah, like, the character designs are really good. Now, looking at the cons, the one con that comes to my mind is that a certain someone didn't join me. They should not be named, but they know who they are, and you know what? I'm still waiting for you. It's getting ice cold without you. Throwing it out there. But yeah, that's the thing with gotcha games is the risk. You like I said, you're not guaranteed unless you do the other one that's with 300. For every 300, you get to pick them. Other than that, like if you do the banner with the actual character that's featured, I think it's like a 50% chance. So either way, you gotta take the risk to get the rewards. Another con, I don't know if it was a con, but the ranking, like the internet level, it takes a lot to level up, in my opinion. And unfortunately, that level also determines how you move forward in the game, because you have to reach certain marks, if you will, in order to progress further. Now, it's good that they did it that way. It makes you want to play it more, but at the same time, that's a long grind. And if you're not a grinding person, that may be discouraging for you to actually want to continue playing the game. Still give it a chance, but just, fair warning, you're going to grind. Which leads into the last one, the characters. What can I say? Like, you really have to have almost every element, because certain stages require certain elements in order to do better. You can still do it without those elements, but it makes it a little bit harder. And that also includes when you're doing like the boss challenges in order to get parts to level up your units and their spears, which is a lot. You will be doing it a lot, and you will burn a lot of energy doing so. You do get a good trade off with the experience for the levels up, but at the same time, they're hard. Like they're hard. They're bosses for a reason. So yeah, just fair warning on that also. Now I'm gonna say, even with my pros and cons, they're just nitpicky things. They're not really exactly what makes the game, but for me, that's what makes it enjoyable for me. Overall, I say this is one of those games that you should really give it a try. Like, it's easy to do free to play. It's not like you have to buy the characters or buy the packages. You can really free to play. And their characters, like, you get literally 100 pulls plus 60 pulls for the Bang Boos, which is also their own separate pull. So that was a plus there. But yeah, you get a lot just by starting the game. And I say it's really fun. You should just really overall just go ahead, get in there, tap them buttons, and get like mindless fun. Just mindless. Like, you can get lost in it and not even know what you're doing. Just press a button, boom, you started. Anyways, that's just my opinion. You let me know what y'all think about it. As always, I appreciate your time, and I will see you later.